All right. Um, I'm listening to my perps, earlier, and I'm gonna make a video about avenging. Uh, my perps have made themselves create a fantasy where somehow they want me to see them in this, like they have made themselves so delusional to think I'm gonna let them even fantasize about this. They say something about my loans. It's like it's our loans, huh? And I'm like, what are you doing? And then I realized, oh, I know what you're talking about. On August 19, 2019, that's when everything started. That's when they started making me feel feelings and stimulations. Of course, at the time, I didn't know that the capability of these people. And I remember how it started. I remember I was having this, first of all, V2K interaction with this person, right? You have these perps, and they were talking to me and talk, and they brought up, oh, do you remember what you did when you were 14 years old? I'm like, what? I don't. And I remember, I said, oh yeah, I remember. Oh my gosh, embarrassing or whatever. Like I'm thinking about me as a kid, and I'm talking about just to put things in perspective, because they want me to forget certain things, right? They want me to forget who these people are who are quote unquote avenging, right? But it's not gonna happen. Where trust me. So when I was about this age, maybe a year after this picture was taken, right? So they like I'm thinking about it. It's like, oh my gosh, yes, what was I thinking? And then first I hear somebody scream. I hear a loud yell, like a screeching, like a high pitched scream. I get a weird sensation in my like bottom, like the bottom of my stomach, like a weird feeling. I would compare it to like when you like on roller coaster, that weird feeling you get in the bottom of your stomach, and feel a weird feeling. And they're like, "Oh, what's that?" I was like, "I don't know." And then they start saying the name of this person. This when I was a kid, the stupid thing I did, and they'll make me feel that feeling again. It's like what? And and that person will say, will act like, "Oh, what's that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm feeling this feeling." Obviously, they're the one doing this to me. They're making me feel this reaction, and they keep doing this. And I was like, what? So, and with a few days later, this feeling start moving further and further down, going down to my like private area feeling. And they would talk to me and try to be like, and I didn't know that these people obviously were manipulating me in this extent, but I didn't know they would create these feelings and sensations. And they were like, "Where's this coming from?" It's like, "I don't know." I was like, "I don't know. Like, I don't know what's happening." It's like, "I'm getting this weird feeling from like," and they're like, "Oh, from your loins." It's like, "Yeah, I think so, from my loins." And it only happen when I hear like children or there's children screaming. I'll get this weird feeling and sensation. And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "What's that?" Can you imagine that you try to act like you don't know what's happening? What's happening? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, something's happening. It's like, I don't know if I need to text. Something is just making me react this way. Obviously, it's them, right? They manipulate you to feel this weird sensation stimulation. Matter of fact, if in the there are and there is, you're going to hear one testimony of this woman who said that she started feeling this weird feeling when she was petting her dog. And then she realized, oh, these people are doing this thing to me. And those feelings became something like they were aimed toward people. It's literally what they were doing to me. But now somehow they're like, oh, you see, we proved it. I was It's like, yeah, you proved it that the day you guys started doing this thing to me, it started happening that day, right? And they're like, no, you're going to get knocked out. It proves that the day you guys started doing this interaction with me via this V2K, I start getting these weird reactions, proving that you guys have been manipulating me since that day. Now, obviously, these people are not meant to. These people are trying to make me subscribe to it, to their fantasy, right? And they want me to be ashamed. Like, you want me to be ashamed for you guys manipulating me, feeling this way? It's like, no, but you felt that feeling. Remember when you were on a roller coaster? You are making me react this way because you want me to have reaction toward children. It's what you do to torment people. You guys do the pedophilia type of tormenting. You stimulate people in this weird fashion. We can go back to my testimonies from others. This is proof that you guys have been doing this. The day it started with on August 2019, and they were trying to, what's that? Oh, who's that? Who's what? Yeah. Can you imagine? Try to pretend like, oh, what is this? Huh? Huh? And now I'm looking back, it's like this sounds so much like acting. Like I'm like, and me, this idiot me at the time, not knowing was, I'm like, oh my gosh, she really wants to know what's that. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I feel something in my stomach. I don't. And obviously, looking back now, I'm like, oh, Jesus, that's stupid of me. They were making me feel these reactions, and you hear these people now try to act like I'm sorry. This is not 2019, August 19. You hear this trash. This person's like, there is, yes, there is this manipulation that you force people to have, the stimulations that you force people to have, this quote unquote loans or loins, whatever it was. This is what you guys were doing, and they try to act like oh, you're gonna get knocked out. Me getting knocked out will not stop me from knowing the fact that you guys are stimulating me in this way, in these disturbing ways. Should we play again this testimony? Should we do a part two of There Are, There Is? That shows that you guys have been manipulating and create stimulations and aimed it toward children. Career stimulation. Initially, the stimulation really were like lower stomach. And I remember when I was like going to the gym or places like that, there would be perps just pointing their stomach, like doing like this, showing the stomach area. And then of course the stimulations, this reaction became more and more like private area. It's just disgusting. And they want me to be like, oh my gosh, oh, it's you. There is, it's so you. No, there is that the fact that you guys have been manipulating people disturbingly this way, and they try to them think make me think of what I did as a kid. And I heard this trash, and I'll make this video where I call it avenge. You hear these people talk about, oh, we avenge for what you did as a kid, and I just heard a testimony of what they've done to people, and I will have a specific video that talks about avenging and who's talking about avenging. Now it's obvious they do this manipulation. They make you have this weird stimulation and reactions where they can control that. It was obvious that that day, that's when things start happening with me. They start me manipulating me, getting me stimulated in all different ways. They forced me to give reactions, and then the dream started, and then like so. I obviously know that, but the things that they think I'm gonna forget is these people torture children. Like some of the testimony as young as 3 weeks old, kids that they thought they were expecting to die because they were being tortured and radiated. Finding out it was just these perps doing things to them. So I know what these people are. So looking back and thinking about wow, as they try to make, oh, you remember when you said that? Yes, when you guys were manipulating me, yes, I remember. But somehow want me to be like, oh, I forget about that. For no, no, yes, of course. This is why I make this video. And they're like, oh, you're gonna get raped. Yes, you people also rape women. You guys torture children. This is the people talking to me. You will frame me. Okay. That's people who torture children and do this pedophilia type of torture. And they try to use this different tone. Now I understand, like when she was like, oh, who's that? So he will serve, yes, you'll frame me because you're trash. Yes, you're making me react this way. Yes, I know I'm not subscribing. Yes, I know you don't want to be seen because I'm not subscribing. And I heard it's trash next door. She opens the door. It's like, I would choose. I said, no, you don't choose. Or are you saying that you choose between the target individual? Some are children, some are women. So I was like, I don't want to torture these children or these women, but I torture him. You guys can torture these children. Like these people are delusional. Yes, you make grown men and women have this weird reaction and feelings and sensations, and you aim those toward children. You have grown men and women have dreams that are pedophilia centric. You have grown men and women have these nasty, disturbing thoughts, and you use these retards, sorry, these spectrum-like individuals to make you accept these things. They are delusional. I see them for what they are, and they are truly are trash that have sold their soul to pedophiles and now forcing you to think this way. And they really, I just hope they continue to live this life. I mean, I'm not even frustrated in this point. It's just like, no, thank you. This is another moment I can provide as a video. And they're like, no, we lie. It's like, oh gosh, yeah. No, you don't lie. You don't do the pedophilia type of torture. I'm making that up. You don't manipulate people's libido and stimulations of all sorts. You know, I'm making that up. This is not something you do. It's not fair because you don't do that. You understand? They're delusional. So this trash, they're trying to get you to accept these things. They're like, oh, we knew. It's like, oh, yes, you didn't know that you're gonna do any manipulation because you guys don't do manipulation. You just like we're analyzing and thoughts, oh, this is what's that's how things are gonna happen because we don't manipulate and we don't do the perfect type of torture. It's delusional. They're truly trying to make me this idiotic. And then when you hear these grown people talking, it's like we knew that I could be doing this. I could be a. I could be doing these things. I could live life doing what they do, and then die doing what. And they use this child like a oopsie. They do something to my body. Oh, there is a level of bottom feeders that is unbelievable. I'm here to just make sure that as they do what they do, as they have to dumb themselves down, as they have to make themselves damn near on the spectrum, I cannot let them fantasize. As I've been validated, and I'm so thankful for all the testimony. And that's why I make these videos too. These people who do this pedophilia type of torture that make you react in these ways are trying to get you to accept this as if it's happening organically. And so as I'm dying, as they like to say, I could be living like them. I saw a live one go walking through here. Oh my gosh. Death comes to all of us. I'm dying now. Okay, you'll be dying soon. Sorry, they made me say soon. You'll be dying too. When I don't care, and I truly hope they live a long life doing this. I truly do. I truly hope they live many more years, but doing a lot of this. So when the time comes for these people to move on to the next life, to move on to pass, you know, to when the death call calls them, whenever that is, that they have that fear of knowing that they were calling themselves gods. They try to make people accept these things, doing this nastiness to people, doing these pedophilia things, working for pedophiles, being so humiliating without even being, without even knowing. Can you imagine trying to make somebody subscribe to things that you guys are renowned to be doing? And then to add to every horrible things they do, finding out these people are actually filled with pedophiles in these agencies. Okay, I'd rather be dying this way than having to live the way you live. So I'm a target individual. Do not subscribe to this idiocy. They have no shame. This is what they deserve. This is how they deserve to live. Let them live and call themselves gods. I'd rather die in this misery than live the way they live. So to all my target individuals, stay strong.